Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. It is Sunday, April 10th, 6:29 a.m. here in the Arizona desert. It's a good Sunday. So let's check the market out. BitcoinDailyView.com got more for you there. And I wanted to mention something since it is tax time here in the US. Coin Tracker. I have an affiliate link there on BitcoinDailyView.com, and I'll put it here in the live chat also. Yep, it's an affiliate link, but I've been using CoinTracker for a couple of years now to do my crypto side of taxes. And if you have your exchanges that you use, if the APIs in there, it's a great way to track your real-time gains and losses. And yeah, it helps with uh, like loss harvesting and things like that. So anyway, a phenomenal system. I'm not going to kid you, it isn't cheap, but if you sign up and you use it, like just the monthly to monitor your portfolio, basically it helps you have deep insight on how things are going. And also, if you want to hit the do taxes button, yeah, it's going to cost you some money, but it really works and makes something for me that would be impossible possible. And then you can just click on yes, share with my accountant, and then just it'll send them a login. And you don't have to even do a dang thing if you want. So whether you do the taxes yourself or you want to just give access to a coin tracker to your accountant, boom, there you go. Or you can send your accountant the forms. But I just give my accountant full-time access to my ravishing portfolio. I can't tell you how the war in Ukraine is going right now because the market's not open, can't really monitor the ruble. But um, uh, it's we'll take that on Monday. Interesting developments happening, like like Pakistan. What's his name? Khan. He got kind of overthrown because Turkey was being a little bit too neutral for the globalists. So Turkey just really screwed its future. The politicians did. Very unfortunate. Anyway, surprise geomagnetic storm happened yesterday, and no one was exactly sure why it happened. You can see the KP index rocked up to 7. These are 3-hour candles. So that was massive. I've never seen a 7. I'm sure they've happened. I know they have in the past, but I've been following for a couple of years, and this is the biggest spike I've ever seen. So if you felt funny, well, a 7, power systems, voltage corrections may be required. False alarms triggered on some protection devices. It can actually make your surge protectors go off for real. Spacecraft operations, surface charging may occur on satellite components. Drag may increase on low orbit satellites. Other systems, intermittent satellite navigation and low frequency radio navigation problems may occur. High frequency radio may be intermittent, and aurora has been seen as low as Illinois and Oregon. So quite interesting. Anyway, this is a big deal, and we feel this stuff, and it can I can't make any health claims, but because I'm not a doctor or a biologist, and yeah, I can't tell you what the KPX means. I'm not a biologist. Anyway, KP index hit 7, and then went down to 5 quickly, and now it's at a 4. But this is really heavy stuff. So if you are, it's a good time to drink a little bit extra water and just chill, because that is a massive solar storm. That's big stuff, big stuff. And the mystery is, we didn't really see any reason for it to happen. So people right now are kind of studying, did this come from the sun or somewhere else? We can get space weather from other places, not just the sun, although it tends to come from the sun. So something is amiss, something's crazy. Uh, living in interesting times. Uh, Here's the big news of the day, of Sunday. 1 billion. So basically 1 billion in trading volume right now for Bitcoin explicitly. That is nothing. That is so low. And when trading volume is that low and the volume is that low in the exchanges, it makes it easier for whales to play games. And this is extraordinarily low. So we could see manipulation today. Which direction? Hard to tell you. But let's look at the charts and see what we maybe can guess. And not Masari.io, cryptometer.io is saying 1.2 billion. That's actually pretty darn close. So check it out. We're down by 67% last 24 hours. Volume is pure potty for Bitcoin. looking at the spot trading on the big exchanges, the big news really is not so much where it's at, it's very low, but also look at the red numbers here, how much it's dropped in the last 24 hours. That is massive. So ain't Nathan happening right now as far as trading. And I don't think I've ever seen derivatives so low and down 41% on Binance. So basically, we got no volume going on. Bitcoin coming in at 42,647 right now. With the recent volatility, most alts are kind of jacked, although Dogecoin's up 3.8%. Thor Chain with a great ticker just called Ruin is up 4%. I dig that. We got stuff going on. I like what I'm seeing. So I will share right now something I haven't looked at in a while. No, make that tomorrow. I'll share that tomorrow. All right. So long bias right now for Bitcoin on Binance is 71% long, 28% short. That's interesting. So the bias is very, very long right now. Take that for what you will. Usually these characters, although sometimes they can be completely misled, Binance bias for Bitcoin and Ethereum as far as longs versus shorts does tend to be a very valuable indicator for me. And so right now it's extremely biased towards the long side on Binance. Interesting. All right. And then for Ethereum, 57% long, 42% short. It's more sane there with a slight long bias. Traditional market stuff. Let's see. Is any of this working at the moment? No, everything is, yeah. So we'll just come back to this later because, well, it's Sunday. Everything is closed. All right. Bitcoin versus USDT here on the daily chart. Okay, as you can see, this green moving average right here is the 50 moving average. This is the daily chart. Of course, we're below the 200, below the 314, 20 WMA, all that stuff. But here's the big deal. We are holding above the 50 moving average right here. That's at least kind of good. Daily, the MACD is definitely pure potty right now. So daily chart is weak AF. Okay, but let's look at the 2-hour chart. How's that looking? At least we do have a positive MACD here on the 2-hour chart. It's kind of wide open. It's good. It's slightly closing. Tangent's not really a positive tangent. It's still good, but as you can see, it's starting to gain lose some of its upwards velocity by the histogram here. You can see that we are holding the 20 WMA. I do like that, and we could even challenge the 50 today. But right now, 2-hour chart is showing at least, well, kind of a neutral tangent. It's slightly positive, which does tend to predict probably the velocity, the direction of the daily. Let's look at something very important recently, which I was reminded of over at Blockchain Education by the weekly webinar. Well, in the weekly webinar by the guy who usually runs most of it, Jonathan Regan. Definitely check out Blockchain Education over there at bitcoindailyview.com. There's an infomercial, and also there's an affiliate link. I definitely would have to say Blockchain Education it rules, and so does Trade Genius. Just check out which one you like better and join, or just join both, in my opinion. I think they're both phenomenally valuable. Looking at Bitcoin versus USDT here on the 3-day chart. This is the big thing. So Bitcoin versus USDT 3-day chart. This I'm kind of liking because if we check it out, and I think this is, when in doubt, zoom out. Oh, see what I did there? Okay, so your MACD is definitely positive, but trending towards the negative right now. But this white moving average here is the 200 moving average. It's basically been support. Bitcoin versus USDT 3-day chart. You can see where it's been support for a while. Right now we're flirting with the 20 WMA, and a slight push could get us above the 50 moving average. What I want to show here is this. Do a parallel channel here. As you can see, we are in an upwards channel right now. I'll make that bigger so you can see. And right now we're looking at the heartbeat of the channel, and that's what the 21, not the 20 WMA is. So are we going to bounce now, off the heartbeat? Or are we going to go back down to the 200 moving average again? And if we do go back to the 200 moving average, let's see, that would be a bounce at around, well, it would take a while, probably around 39,000 or 40,000. If that's where we bounce, then that would totally be legit. I want to also just to mention this, I know I've gone on about this. I have caterwauled about this many, many times, and I do know it's slightly annoying. But if we look here, you do have, as I always put it, this is kind of a whale range right here. I'm not gonna, yeah, I'll just kind of do like this. The big money, in my opinion, the whales love doing this. And how long have they actually been doing this here? Measure that date range for about 104 days. They love this kind of a pattern. All right. So let's look at this slightly closer. And, I'll just make the point, and I don't want to, I do not want to move too slowly and bore everybody, but let me just kind of show this. I think this has got a lot of, validity. So you'll have your, we're going to sell here. Let me just kind of clone. Come on now. Grab, grab, grab. And they are going to, buy around here. Let's kind of change this. Sorry, I know you're sitting here watching me just screw around with my with my chart, but there you go. So whales love this kind of thing, and you can only see it on the 3-day chart because basically, it's just that simple. It's got this beautiful range, and when you're doing like the kind of trading they're doing, when you're leveraging 100K trades and things like that, this small sideways price action. So what kind of a range are they actually playing? Let's do a little forecast here. So they are playing a range around, oh well, crap, that's like 26% or 25%. Nice little interesting number. So pretty much, if you are a whale or if you're one of the Bitcoin truth seekers watching this, one of the things that you can get in on is right here. They're going like, okay, I'm going to buy here. I'm going to sell here. Maybe I'll buy here, sell here. I'm going to buy here, sell, buy. Where are they going to sell? Probably here, So I think there's a lot of value in looking at what the whales are doing and kind of thinking like a whale. So really, if somebody wanted to be tremendously cautious right now, I'd wait for the bottom, and then when it turns back up again, and score that. That's something that I've been playing recently. Is just playing the same range that the whales are playing, and you could even make this a little bit tighter if you want it. You could definitely. Now here's something else I wanted to mention. Let's just look at this real quickly. This area right here is kind of proving to be an emerging over time, of course, support and resistance. So it's all about what's going to happen here. We could be getting ready to bounce and then continue up, break that 50 moving average on the 3-day. Could very well be. So let's just kind of see what happens. It's Sunday. Volume is very, very low. I think it's kind of a dangerous. It's definitely a dangerous and eclectic time right now. Let's just make this all the way. So let's look at this on a daily and see how that plays out. You can start to see a little bit more granularity there, and then let's even get really nuts. Let's go and do this. Let's do a 4-hour chart, pull all that data in. And you can see how it just sticks, So this sideways ranging is something that is absolutely common. Whales love doing it, and I'm going to say copy a link to chart image just in case you want this to check out. I'll put that in the chat. I'll also put it over in the Bitcoin Daily View trading chat. All right. So anyway, guys and gals, as you can see, this is something I think is definitely happening. The whales might be playing this a little bit tighter. Then they might actually be selling on this support and resistance right here. They very well could be doing that. So if you wanted to keep it a little tighter, you could do that. We could definitely move this down a bit. But I'm just kind of looking a little bit big picture. Maybe what's more accurate is something like this. I think that could be a little bit more accurate. No, just move down. Come on now. Sorry, guys, this must be dreadfully boring. Just watching me screw around with with the chart. But I just really wanted to make this point. I think that, like I say, you got to think like the whales, and if you think like they do and you trade like they do, you're probably going to do pretty well because they're definitely the ones who are manipulating the market, of course. Uh, and so here we go. I mean, if you just play this range, and actually, since I just updated this, I'm going to let me actually make this a little bit smaller like that, so you can see. I will share this right now. Copy link to chart image. Put that in live chat now. Put it over at Bitcoin Daily View, trading chat, and all kinds of chat. Anything goes there. It's an irreverent bastion of fringe dwellers, let me tell you. So here we go. I've probably totally beaten this one to death, but looking at the 4-hour chart right here, you can kind of see we're struggling to keep the 200 moving average. If we keep it, maybe we're going to bounce, or maybe not. This is an interesting time because above the 4-hour moving average, the white one here, that's very positive. Below it, definitely very negative. Of course, I'm watching the 45-minute chart for immediate price action. We'll kind of do that in just a second. But right now, we're ranging between the 314 and the 200, and we're challenging at 20 WMA. So let's see what happens. We're either going to get another one of these little bursts here. Either going to do this again, or we're going to probably do this again. Hedge your bets accordingly based on your trading methodology, etc. So that is what I see. I will note here on the 4-hour chart, daily MACD, not the daily, but the 4-hour MACD has recently turned positive, right in a very, very sweet spot. And if you look historically, when you get these beautiful crosses down here towards the positive, you can kind of match them up with nice runs. So we might be setting up for getting out of this range, or at least visiting above it for a little while. All right, everybody. With that said, let me clean this up. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. I'm sorry, the 45-minute chart. Now, here's a big one for me. Sorry. For right now, we are below the 200. As you can see, we've kind of been giving it all back for a while. We definitely had some fight back here on the 5th of April, but we broke below the 200 moving average. We've basically been bouncing off the bottom of the RSI cave. But now we're in the middle of it. We're kind of going sideways, and these indicators look kind of neutral to me. They're very, very neutral. So let's just see how it goes. We're a low energy today, low volume. This is definitely a time where I'm going to put in buy orders 42,000, 41,500, 41,000, and like 41,000, 40,000. I'm going to put some just low limit buy orders in. This is definitely a time where you can catch a wick with that kind of low volume. Definitely a whale manipulation time. And if it's just a limit order and it doesn't hit, fine, we might pump. I kind of like that. That's just my little Hail Mary play today. Not financial advice, but I'm doing, 42,000, 41,500, 41,000, and then like 40,000, maybe even like 39,800, 39,000, 600. Just layer some limit buys, because with this low volume, it's definitely a time where we could see some action. Shiba Inu, I'll just mention this. Also, I'm doing a whole lot, so I'm not going to really bother. Doge pumped a little bit. Ruin is moving. But if we look here, Shiba Inu versus USDT has gotten above the sweet spot of the 618 cave. It's kind of finding support there. It's holding it on the 45-minute chart. It's still below the 200 moving average. This is not exactly what I would call a strong play right now, but looking at the indicators here, yeah. Oh yeah, we could be. Like I say, it's got a lot of momentum. It's a very powerful and popular, project. And let's just watch, because as you can see, the last time we got above the 618 pocket, like here, kind of flirted with some, we got some testosterone rolling. As you can see, what happened? Boom. What was that? That was like, yeah, sorry about that. Go away, that thing. Bam. Bam. Last time we were in this same situation, in my opinion, forecast. Let's see, we hit like, gosh, what's it, like a 20% run. So let's just watch and see. We started above the 200 moving average on this one here, but anyway, it's getting interesting. I mentioned SHIB just because a lot of people who listen to this are shibbers, and so we're finding a nice support above an important Fibonacci sequence level, and let's see how this rolls. It might be getting ready to make a run again, or if it doesn't, well, keep hodling. Anyway, everybody, don't you want to see what happens if you don't give up? Don't give up on humanity. Don't give up on yourself. And don't give up on crypto, because it is a peaceful revolution. And remember, every Bitcoin Satoshi you own is an incredibly optimistic statement. It is putting foot to your prayers. And like they say down south, God helps those that get off their ass. So, and even maybe not better, but along with that glory, every Bitcoin Satoshi you own, for every Bitcoin Satoshi you own, I mean, every little Bitcoin Satoshi that you own, you make a piece of shit globalist cry. I was going to name a couple explicitly, but I won't do that because, well, I don't want to get, taken out. So with that said, everybody, take care. I'm glad you're here. It's Sunday. It's a holy day. It's a beautiful day. Let's all appreciate Bitcoin and all the wonderful, great things in life. And I think we're setting up for a pretty powerful Monday. Let's watch for a run. I think it's going to happen. Get those limit orders in case we see some wicks go down, in case we see a little bit of dumping, because for one thing, do note this. I mean, right now, where is it at? Longs versus shorts sentiment. With this kind of a long sentiment right now, and everybody piling in, thinking, okay, we're seeing a run. This tends to have some accuracy as to what's going to happen, but also it has so we see this long bias, 71% longs on Binance, which is like a long bias. That definitely is a long bias, and that could say that we're going to run. But I would watch out, especially with this low volatility, because it also low volume. Because it also tells me it's very, very easy for the whales to wick that thing down to some serious lows before it runs. And why not be a part of that? So be cautious, everybody. I'm glad you're here. Take care, and I'll see you guys Monday.